What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here, coming at you for another video. So for those of you that's been following my channel for a while, you know I'm a huge fan of the Xbox brand. I really enjoy a lot of their games. Particularly, I really enjoyed the previous Bleeding Edge beta. I like the Xbox brand, so when I hear more information come out of them, I get really excited. And today was the gold mine. We actually got a huge drop of information coming from the Xbox camp in terms of the Xbox Series X. A lot of features, and you know, even how powerful this thing is. Now, a lot of this has already been pretty much known from insiders like Diller Gaming, you know, Code Eastwood. So this wasn't a huge surprise, but we've never had Microsoft come out and confirm a lot of this stuff, and it was a really nice thing to see them confirm it. But you know, before we get on with the video, definitely hit that like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for weekly content. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and start this video. One of the biggest questions that everyone has with these type of consoles is how strong is this beast? What kind of games can this thing run? What kind of frame rates can we get? What kind of graphics can we have? What kind of textures can we have? And it's been a lot of speculation in terms of the Xbox Series X. Now, we do have a lot of information thanks to people like Diller Gaming, because you know, they actually did leak the amount of power that this beast does have. So it's looking like the rumors are true, and the Xbox Series X will have 12 teraflops of power. Now, for those of you that know, you know I'm not the hugest big fan of, you know, the power narrative, but I do recognize its importance. When you have a really powerful system, you can push stuff that generally can't happen. It's the reason a lot of people go to PC, because they want the best performance you possibly can. Now, a lot of you know that I went to PC a few months ago to play Destiny, and I solely play Destiny on PC now because that 60 frames is so important. And hopefully when we get the Series X, Destiny will come over to the Xbox Series S as 60 frames, and I can go back to my console because I do miss my controller. Now, one of the biggest changes that I had when I went over to PC in terms of games like Destiny is the loading times. And sometimes in Xbox they could be atrocious, but on PC they're a lot better, sometimes instantly. Now, for the most part, everyone knew that the Series X was going to have an SSD drive, but now it's officially confirmed. The next Xbox, the Xbox Series X, will indeed have an SSD drive, and that is huge by itself. Now, obviously, it's going to be a better version of the SSD we currently have now. I'm not the biggest tech guy in terms of that, but I'm excited on that, because when I play Destiny, when I play games on PC, and it's going from game to game instantly, and they're going from loading screen to the game instantly, it is a huge selling factor being on PC. Now, I'm really stating, you guys, the barrier between PC and console is getting smaller by the day. Another one of the big, you know, features that they're offering with the Series X is quick resume. Now, a lot of you right now that have an Xbox, you've noticed when you go to other apps and you go back to your game's actually still there. Well, they are bringing that feature over to the Series X, but now you can do it with multiple games. Now, I don't really particularly understand why you would need it with multiple games, but I only really play one game at a time, so that wouldn't really apply to me. But there's a lot of people that switch back and forth between games, so I guess to their standards, it would be nice if they play one game for about a couple hours and they go back to that Witcher 3 save file and they're exactly where they were. So I'm assuming a lot of people are really excited about this feature. And it turns out that the Xbox Series X will have a lot of compatibility when it comes to 120 frame games. Now, I don't believe that every single game is going to be 120 frames. And you know, for the most part, you know, a lot of monitors and TVs aren't even compatible with 120 frames. But it is a nice feature that they're giving to these consumers that do have the capability of going that high. Now, I have no clue how many games in terms of volume will have this ability access day one. Sometimes maybe the developer will have to patch this in, but right now it's a very good feature that a lot of people will utilize and completely take advantage of. And one of the most arguably best features that the Xbox Series X is going to have is backwards compatible. It's going to be backwards compatible with not one, not two, but 3 past generation consoles. That has never happened in console history. It's It's going to have the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and the Series X games whenever they start making games exclusively for that platform. That is a huge selling point that, you know, obviously right now we don't know what Sony has in terms of backwards compatibility. A lot just assume the PS4. You know, they could have the 3, 2, and 1, but only time will tell on that. But right now, we know that the Xbox Series X has Xbox 360, and Xbox One backwards compatible games, and that's going to be a huge thing people are going to look for when they go to buy next gen platforms. One of the biggest issues I've always had with next gen consoles is the fact that they pretty much make you buy previous gen games that's on next gen consoles. A lot of the times GameStop will have these deals where you can trade in the older version, the 360 version, with $10 and get the Xbox One version. And I've always felt like that was unfair. If we bought the game once, it should always work on the next gen hardware if it is on that next gen hardware. We should not have to buy a game twice. And it does look like Microsoft is giving us that ability. They're using this feature called Smart Delivery. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to read what they say in the text behind Smart Delivery. This technology empowers you to buy a game once and know that whatever you playing it on Xbox One or the Xbox Series X, you are getting the right version of that game on whatever Xbox you're playing. We're making the commitment to use Smart Delivery on all of our exclusive games titles, including Halo Infinite, ensuring you only have to purchase a title once in order to play the best version of that game wherever console you're on. This technology is available for all developers and publishers, and they can choose to use it for titles that will release on the Xbox One first and come later to the Xbox Series X. So pretty much what they're saying here is we're not going to force you to buy two versions of our first party games. Now, we cannot dictate what publishers and developers do because that's their own products. They have the right to do whatever they want with that. But in particularly our first party titles, we will not make you buy them twice. We will let you buy them one time on the Xbox and they will carry over to the Xbox Series X, and with proper support from those particular developers, they will get a patch to make them run better on the Series X, and that is wonderful. Now, it does look like a third-party studio already took advantage of Smart Delivery. So right now it's looking like if you pick up Cyberpunk, you will be able to play the next gen version of that for nothing. All you have to do is download it on your Series X, load that up, and whenever they get that patch to make it the Series X version, you'll get it for free. And that is a very pro-consumer thing, and my hat is off to Microsoft for that, because they could easily have us buy some of these games again in the Series X and double dip on that, because a lot of these third-party developers will do just that. Microsoft is very aware that they're not in a good situation right now, and they're taking this generation so seriously. That's why they've done stuff from buying a bunch of studios. They built the Xbox Series X, they built this Xbox One X to get rid of that power narrative. Microsoft is making the right choices. They're doing very good transparency. They want everyone to know that they mean what they say. They're being very communication. They're telling you anything you want to know, and I have to respect them for that. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Tell me if you think, what price do you think this is going to be? What launch title do you think this is going to be? Does this excite you? I'm very curious to know in that comment section below. But until this next video, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.